Hello everyone, I'm RiverFox. Welcome back to another episode in the 2021 Back to Basics series. Now this series is going to cover all of the SSDs again and any other quests and missions which I feel you guys have been struggling on. So do make sure you check in the description. There will be a playlist linked in there for all of the videos in this series, and also some other links for my Discord, Twitter, my second Genshin channel, and anything else that you might need. Now before we do get into the builds for Stonewood SSD number 6, I just wanted to go through quickly with you and just to show you what I have got. Now I don't have the greatest of things. I have been really lucky in some llamas that I have managed to get a lot of legendary traps, but none of them are leveled up any further than you would expect them to be at this point in Stonewood. So you don't need to worry that any of the builds are not going to work for you. They are all pretty straightforward and you shouldn't have any problems. Now one thing that I have done, especially in the Stonewood builds, is I haven't upgraded any of the structures. They apart from the home base over here, everything is pretty much just single tier structures and basic traps. Now, first things first, when you do come to do SSD number 6, you are probably only going to be able to place one amplifier. Now, as long as you place the same amplifiers in the previous SSD as I have, then it should be only that amplifier over there. That should be the only option that you've got. Now, I'm going to briefly go through the traps that I've set up everywhere. Most of it is covered in the last SSD, but for any people that haven't seen that, I'll quickly go through it with you. Now, for the spawn point from the east, which all these spawns are completely random in these, so you may not even get attacked, but you may as well. So you will get a spawn point along down here, anywhere along down here. They've got all of these directions they can come up. So if they come up either of these two sides here, then they're going to come to these, which wall launchers are going to fling them all back. We've got wooden floor spikes on the floor to deal some damage down there, and retractable spikes as well. If they do come around this side, then they're going to get hit by these traps and then get sent into these two boxes. And to be honest, I've not had anything really make it past this spot anyway, but this is just a precaution. If they do get any further in, they got two boxes here which you're going to have to go and take damage in from there. Now if they do happen to come around this side from here, then we've literally just got a couple of traps here, nothing major. And if they get any further, then they will get hit into this box over here. Now we did, on the last SSD, I did have a second box over next to it, like identical to this one, but I found it wasn't being used, so I took it out and it's been taken away. The only other spot that they will want to come up is up this side here. So they'll come up this ramp and they will get hit by the ceiling drop traps as soon as they get to the top, which the drop traps then are going to go all the way down here and catch anything else that's coming up the ramp. If they get up to the top, they get hit by the launchers, which sends them back down again, take more damage by these in the process, and they don't tend to make it any further. And then if they make it out through there, then they'll come through this and get into the box. So that is the main side over there. Now, the other direction that they can come for the home base, and it does get attacked quite often as well. We've got Amplifier A here, so they got two directions for this that they can come over. Now the spawn point for this is going to be along here, anywhere along here. So they got three different directions on this that they can come up. They can either go up this way, they can go up there, or they will go up that side there. So for this section over here, again, we got some drop traps at the top of the ramp just to make sure we catch anything coming up. If they come in through here, we got a couple of ceiling zappers and we got sound wall there. And to be honest, we have very little traps set up in here because most things don't make it through. If they do, they'll come around here, get hit by all of these, and they're taken out anyway. So that is that side. Now the second direction then is up this ramp here. So again, we got some more ceiling drop traps above the ramp, which catches most of them out, and a couple of traps in here, wall darts and retractable floor spikes in there. Now when they get to the end, if they ever do, then there's only two directions they can want to go. So this side over here we've blocked off just to make sure that they will try and come round this direction, and that normally takes care of them. And the last final direction they can come up then is up this ramp over here. Now for some strange reason they don't want to come up this side. What they will do is they will get to the bottom of this, and they I don't know what it is, but something there, they literally will walk over here and they will come up this side. So I've got that on there just in case, but you don't need to worry too much about it. Most of the time they hardly even get past this first square here, but if they do, they come around here and we've got another box in here then to take them out. So that is for that side. Now the other spawn direction will be from the south, and for this spawn they will come and spawn down here. Now because we have placed this amplifier here, the chances are that most of this will no longer be needed, and you shouldn't need to build this up anymore. As long as you've completed SSD 5, then you shouldn't need those builds, but I've left them there just for the time being, just to be on the safe side. I'll probably will knock them down after the next one if we don't get attacked anymore, but now we've placed this amplifier, they shouldn't spawn from this direction, but if they do, they will spawn anywhere along this spot. So they can come up there, they can go up there, or they can go up that way. So we blocked this ramp off over here just to make sure they can't climb up this bit, and if they come up this ramp, then we got more drop traps up here, and we got a load more traps and just basic long tunnel on here. So that is pretty much all of it for the defenses on that side. Now for over here, if they come up here, because we've got all these little ridges and steps, the only way that they can come up is either up this spot or up this spot here. Most of them tend to just take the shortest route and straight up on this bit, so I've got a drop trap up here to catch them, and a few other traps and wall launchers to send them back out, and it sends them back down there, and they got to go through the whole thing again. If they made it through, then they would get hit by these ones as well, normally take them out, but no problem, should be fine. Now I did block this bit off over here, and I put a couple of wall darts on this just because some of the lobbers and the other ones, they tend to like wanting to come a long way round. So this sort of blocked them off to make sure they couldn't get to our other amplifier, which we're going to go through in there. Now for this amplifier, amplifier C, they have two directions, so they can either come from that spawn or they can come from this direction here. Now over here they will spawn, if I can just get up here, all the way around here, anywhere along this spot down here. So they've got two directions. They can either go around this mountain and they can come up this ramp, or they will go around this way and they will come up here. Now before you start this SSD, the line, the actual barrier for this this barrier here will actually be across this spot here, so you won't be able to build down there before you do this SSD. That is why all of my builds stop here, because you're just not physically able to build down it. So we're going to start over this side first. So if they happen to come around this way, now again, lobbers and flingers, when you get them later on, they like to take the long route round. So what I have done is I've just literally blocked this path off here just to make sure that they're not going to want to come up that bit if they happen to bash through any walls and they get hit by these zappers. But they should hopefully then go the long way around this bit, which of course they will get taken out by all of our other traps for the other SSD. So that one is that block off. Now they may want to come up this ramp over here. So if they come up this ramp, again, we got ceiling drop traps, which will catch anything that comes around this section. So that will take out a lot of them. If they make it in through here, then we've literally just got a couple of ceiling electric fields and retractable floor spikes and a broadside on the side just to catch them out. And to be honest, nothing ever even made it that far. So a lot of it may be overbuilt for SSD6, but it will get used later on, so you don't need to worry too much. Now, the last final side then, as said, is this ramp that they will come up here. So we couldn't build anything here because this wall was in the way. So we had to take it further back over here, which is why it will look like this. And this line went straight through here, so I couldn't even place any traps on these ones, so you don't need to worry too much. But yeah, they will come into this, and they've literally got to walk around all of this lot before they can even get to the amplifier, and no problems there at all. Now for this side over here, this spawn point, they will spawn around this amplifier down here. So what I did, they've got two options. They can come up this natural ramp up here, or they will go up this ramp up there as well. There is also that ramp up along there that they can come up. So for this side, I did just block it all off. I didn't put any defenses there, just blocked it to prevent them from wanting to come up. If they happen to break through all of these structures here, then we do just have a drop trap up there just to catch anything that is left afterwards. So that is all of that bit there. Now for the other directions, they will come either up this ramp, or they will take the long way around and they will come up through this one. So for this bit here, I just blocked this little bit of natural ramp behind here. I've blocked that off to make them come around this bit, and then we got some wall launcher to fling them back down there, so they've got to walk back up again, and another one over here to fling them down on that section as well. Drop trap up atop of this ramp just to make sure it catches them out there. And yeah, if they make it round far enough, then we got broadsides and retractable spikes to catch them there. And as another load of ceiling electric fields up above just to catch anything out. I mean, nothing ever made it up this far, but if you need it, then another ceiling drop trap on this ramp, which will go all the way and kill them down there. So I mean, that is pretty much that side. No problems there. Now the other amplifier then that we have, Amplifier B, which is over here. Just show you on the map here where all the amplifiers are. This one won't get attacked from the west any longer because of that amplifier there, so we don't need any builds over this side. And again, that one is just there to prevent anything else coming through, but we should probably be able to take those out as well now. There shouldn't be any need for those at all. So for this one, they will have two spawn points, either from the east, which we'll go to in a moment, or from the south down here. So for the south, they're going to spawn anywhere down along here. So they are going to either come up this ramp, or they will come over this ramp up here, or they will go up that side there. So for this section, they will come up all of this. So we blocked this side here just to make sure we keep a single file of husks, and you've got to leave this floor piece out, because if you place that in, they can't get up the ramp, so they will just bash on it and destroy it. So leave that floor piece off. You can put a couple of wall darts in and some electric fields, and of course we've got our drop traps up over the ramp here as well, so that will help out. And when they get into this box here, then we got some more wall launchers to fling them into these two boxes, and we got some wall darts and retractable floor spikes. Now with this wall here, because we have got the two boxes, if you make a wall with a window, then the darts will actually fire through both of these and they will go into this box as well. But it also means that you can put some wall lights on, which will stun them and slow them down a little bit, so they will take more damage from your other traps. And same thing, this box, we got some wall lights on that side, but I didn't even bother with the wall darts on this wall because it will take the damage from that one. So that is that section there. The only other bit then that you need to worry about from this is this side here. So as I say, they can go up that ramp, which they will get hit by that drop trap and then get hit by the launcher to fling them back down here, or they will go up this ramp, which again we got drop trap up above the ramp and another wall launcher then to fling them back down here. So they're constantly going to be keep going up and get flung back down. Now when the wall launchers do stop their stop working on the husks, then they may go a bit further, so they may get hit by the floor launcher with ceiling piece up here, which is going to fling them all the way back out again. And then at some point when they stop working, they will come in here, and these may or may not sort of push them into the traps, but they're going to take so much damage from the broadsides, the wall darts, the electric fields, and your retractable floor spikes, so that will take them out from there. Now the other direction then that they can spawn is over from this side here, and they will mainly spawn around this section, but you will get the occasional one that are going to spawn up here. So they may come up this ramp. What we have done here, we just blocked this bit off on here just to make sure that they don't want to go up the top bit. So they should come around here, which means they should, for a straight line to the amplifier, come through here and go through all of these traps along this section, and that will take them out there. If any that do spawn down the bottom here, down this section, then they're going to come up here and they will either go through this trap tunnel or they will head through that one over there, which I'll show you in a second. So majority are going to come through this way. So we've got more traps here, more traps and everything to kill them as they come in. Now with this is something new actually that I was shown recently, because I always used to do it that I'd have a floor piece and then I would have my edited wall in front of it there. But someone said to me, if you place the wooden floor piece like that, then what it's going to do is it's going to save you having to have wall launchers on these walls, so you can put more damage traps instead. And because of this, they've then got to walk into your box, which means they will get damage from the darts, the broadsides, the wall dynamos and the ceiling electric fields as soon as they step into this box, which most will get taken out from that first one. If they do get past that, then they've got to walk around here and then they've got to walk into the second box, which again is going to cause some more damage in there. So they never really make it out through this. If they ever did, then we got a drop trap at the end. So the last section then over here that they can actually come up is over here. Now we do have a natural ramp behind this, which if they did come up here, then it's straight access down to the amplifier. So I've blocked all of this off, and this is pretty much the only thing apart from the home shield that I have upgraded to a tier 3. Otherwise they might just break through it and go straight up and to the amplifier. So I put a sound wall on there as well, so that when they do come up to this trap, they'll start dancing, and chances are they will walk around this way while they're dancing, and then they'll get hit by these traps as they come through. Now we've got another drop trap at the top here then to catch anything going down, and then more traps, And if they get to this point here, then they've got to do the same. They've got to walk through these boxes as well and take some major damage. So that is all of our traps and everything that is set up. As I said, don't worry too much about this. I don't think this bit's going to be needed much longer, and I'm going to probably get rid of it. But yeah, that is my AFK Stonewood Defense number 6 builds. The gameplay should have been showing while I was talking here, so hopefully you can see that in action. But yeah, you don't need any base. I'm a ninja when I do them, and they've not even been upgraded structures or anything like that. So you should have no problems at all in completing your Storm Shield Defense number 6. If you do have any questions though, drop me a message in the comments down below. I'll be happy to help you out where I can. Do check out my live streams, especially on Fridays, where I help out subscribers with their missions. But I hope you found it useful. Don't forget to click that like, smash subscribe, turn on the notification bell. You can use code RiverFox in the item store if you wish. But I hope you have a fantastic day, and until the next time, stay safe, my friends.